welcome on into Monster Garage. I'm your host, Chip Foose, and today we're going to be working on a 1981 Chevy Scottsdale K10 four-wheel drive truck. We're going to get this sumbitch to fire. Now, today's episode is brought to you by this random chocolate donut that was in my house. It's about 2 days old. This is the Nutrition of Champion. This thing gets me going, just like we're going to get this truck going. Chip Foose, Monster Garage, out! Not the donut. Hi. So whatever, did some Googling. Figured out one of our issues from last night. Let's do with those little wires right there. You see, turn around. This was equipped with what we call electric spark control. It was one of the early computer systems in cars. People hated it. Basically, people bypass it. So we got to tie a couple wires together there and install the new starter. And we'll be as close to this thing potentially firing today as it probably will get for a while. Let's find out. I might need to buy an ignition coil. Like and comment below if you want to think I should get an ignition coil for Monster Garage. All right. Afternoon edition of, what are we calling this? Overhauling with, I don't even know. I don't think Chip Foose was the one that did overhauling. But this edition is brought to you by Cass Clay 2% reduced fat milk. Felt like having a milk this afternoon, so Milk Boys. Does a body good. All right, we're going to ground out some wires and maybe a step closer to turning the key and see if we can start a fire. So last night I was doing some extensive research, Googling, and reading message boards. Yeah, those exist for Chevy enthusiasts, I guess. But I was made aware of this little guy. This is the neutral safety switch. Probably should flip it around. This is the neutral safety switch. And if that guy's not plugged in to that little thing down there, it's a safety switch. The truck won't turn over. Listen. Excuse me, was that fire? And is it before the end of the weekend? You're goddamn right! Woo! Now you might be saying, Jason, keep her cranking. Let's get this thing fired up. Dump some gas down inside that carburetor. Let's fire this shit up. Well, no, we don't want to do that. Reason being, the gas that first of all, that fuel pump works. If it works, the gas that's going to pull out of these tanks is about 20 years old. So I can only imagine how bad that will be. Plus, I mean, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. We have fire. That doesn't necessarily mean everything else works, but we got that much done. So for all the haters that said we wouldn't get fire by the end of the weekend, we got fire. We got fire. Come on, baby. Light my fire. Doors. Fired up. Fire. Run through fire. Fire. We have fire. All right, update these wires. That's to the coolant sensor. This is going to be to the oil sensor. And then this is going to be the speedometer cable. Installed new sensors on this bad boy. Reason being, we are getting rid of the old dash cluster, which is that thing. Ugh. Nice, pretty little thing. And we're replacing it with a brand new digital reading one from Dakota Digital. I have no sponsors. I'm just telling you that's where it came from. And I think that's going to be what we do tomorrow. right, now I just gotta figure this shit out. That's all I need, right? Happy Saturday morning, kids. It's time for another edition of Not a Mechanic with Jason. Excuse me, it's not COVID. Not a mechanic, not COVID. All right, so today we are going to replace that fuel pump and the water pump. That's the plan. If we get to it, we'll get to the turnaround, god dang it. We'll get to the heater core. That's the plan. We got some high quality parts coming from only the best AutoZone, also known as the place that is about 8 blocks from my house. Going to do the fuel pump first because I've done one of these before. The water pump, I mean, I saw a YouTube video on that. Should be fine. Now, if I'm being totally honest, I'm actually going to say that the old fuel pump doesn't look all that bad, actually. But it's been sitting for 15 years, so let's just go ahead and replace it, right? Right? Let's waste some money. Okay, that took too long. But we got that on there. Kind of a cocksucker to get in there. All right, now we got to take all this off to put the replace the water pump. For whatever reason, the water pump actually easier to get off than the fuel pump. Probably because I really did no prep work and just started taking bolts off. We'll see how this thing goes together, but naturally, being the thinker I am, probably should replace those belts on there. That might be a good idea. And I might actually check out the cost of a new alternator just because it's off. I'm gonna put it back on. New one can't be that expensive, right? I hope. All right. Well, we got her started. Got the studs switched out. I just got to make sure I actually find all the bolts I took out. Yeah, I think they're over there. I think. Okay, we're getting there. We just got to tighten a couple things down here, and I feel pretty good. Got the new belts on. Just got to tighten that guy up a little bit so that the alternator actually has a belt on it, and then cinch everything down. So yeah, we're close. We're close. I don't know what we're close to, but we're close. Oh yeah, I did decide turn around, new alternator. So we did that. Yeah, remanufactured value craft. That doesn't sound generic at all. No, this never ends. But we got the new alternator on. We got our belts put back on, fan put back on. Got our heater hoses ran into the new heater core. Also got the new hoses for the radiator. And the radiator is full of fluid. Yeah, there you have it, kids. We almost got a true opportunity here to maybe try to get this thing turned over, fire up, and start. Let's give it another shot. Don't worry, I have a fire extinguisher. All right, kids, here's what we got. That's hooked up, that gas line running in there, new fuel filter. All right. Gonna set you up right there. Humming. Kind of idling, kind of dying. All right, welcome back to JD's overhauling monster truck grease monkey garage. Today is our independent. Today, we're going to mess around with this truck. Pulled the starter off. Where the hell? Oh, there it is. So I pulled the starter off because last week, if you remember the video, we tried to get the truck to start, and it turned over. It definitely fired. I think it mostly was burning ether, but I'll show you the issue. So I'd gotten a brand new starter, put it on there from AutoZone. High quality, I'm sure. And here's this guy, okay? And that's all cleaned out now. But you can see remnants of stuff in there. Well, that is what I shook out of it, plus what's underneath over there. So, pretty sure there was a mouse nest in the flywheel area. Sure, there's a technical term for that. And that bunched up, I think, the gear in there, causing it not to turn over anymore. Once again, I don't know shit about what I'm doing here. We're just trying things. So I figured I pulled the starter off. Let's take it to AutoZone. Let's have them check it or replace that thing for free because it's under warranty. How is this garage, man cave, whatever, different than most? Well, a lot of places you'd find like Busch Light cans all over the place. Me, you find random cans of Zions left about the building. Okay. Like, yeah, that was the area. Hard to see. Getting it. Cleaned out all the stuff I was supposed to first. I don't know if that actually stayed or not. But the key now is I got the battery hooked back up. I need to turn the key here and see if this thing will actually turn over or if my starter is indeed screwed and the guy AutoZone. Wow. That was not the truck. That's the air compressor. All right, turns over.